actually a millennial, but when I see this generation, I see the turning point in humanity. Um, I know that the time is changing due to social media and AI. So I want the humanity to advance more, but there's of course the conservative side of the story made by Trump's "Make America Great Again." But that means we're going back to the past, like America great again, but we're going to the past. In the past, there were more segregation and discrimination with gender and race. So in order to advance to the future, we have to resist conservative ideologies and of discrimination, and we should call for acceptance of gender and racial equality. So right now, I think, like especially in the 2020s, there are more LGBTQ communities around, and also like more gender labels, like how people identify themselves with, like furries, for example. And there's a stigma that interactions with them may get awkward. But gay people like each other, and so when they try to hit on you, just say you're not gay, and then politely, and then they would not probably encourage further. But some argue that gay people grew up wrong and confused, and they need to be corrected. But I am actually straight. I was born straight, and I'm straight. But in my case, it was a really special case. I was abused by my parents, so I grew up really weak. And then the boys in high school, they bullied me, and they also spread rumor that I was gay. And then I even developed PTSD because of it. But still, it did not affect my straightness. Although I might have been confused sometimes, that I might be too weak to be a man, but ultimately my sexuality was enough to settle my doubts, and then I knew that I was attracted to girls and not men. So so that proves that the environment you grew up in does not decide your gender, and people are born with preferences, and nothing will change it in the end. The new generation of young adults play around with like their preferences and their labels, I guess, but this could be a good thing because there could be a new era of humanity where sexual communications can be more free. And in the past, women were discriminated. They couldn't work, they couldn't wear pants, but now they can, right? So this must happen again to further provide equality and then freedom for sexual expressions, I think. And we should also call for racial equality. Because of Trump, there's white supremacy, like literal white supremacy, like the Germany back then. And then the ICE is causing so much violence. According to Ramirez, statistics say ICE executed their killing of 8 people. ICE excused their killing of 8 people in the January of 2026 by covering it up as suicide. And I'm sure that us Mexicans, Armenians, and Asians experience some type of bias too. And what the white supremacy wants is that if we work hard enough, we are talented enough, then we can also achieve the same status as whites. But that's not true because we will still face discrimination, and we'll have to abandon our culture to integrate into white people. To combat white supremacy, we should make friends with diverse races, and we should also record video if we see ICE attacking innocent people on streets. So as college students, we have access to knowledge and insight to critical thinking, and critical thinking has potential to propel equality. Communication classes teaches how to voice opinions and present our ideas critically, so that's important. And ethics studies teach critical analysis of institutions to identify discrimination in society. And this all will help us to resist conservative ideologies and progress to the new era of acceptance. Thank you.